Kipper, up. Hello YouTube. I've heard that putting cute animals in your videos boosts the viewership tremendously. So, in order to drag a few dozen more people, hopefully, to this video, I present Kipper, the cute doggy. Look cute, Kipper. See? Look cute. Right. But what I'm actually wanting to talk about is a template adventure that you could run as the first role-playing game at a university for newcomers to the game, or people who've only done it at school. It's in Vampire the Masquerade, the Old World of Darkness. It's a template adventure because it's made to be adapted to each university. Each university will have a different version of it. The main thrust of it is just basically to play with university stereotypes, student life stereotypes, and locations of the university as elements of the plot. The first thing to realize is that most of the clans of Vampire match up pretty well onto student stereotypes. You can have a Tremere nerd, a Ventru preppy, artists, rebels, ecologists, all that kind of thing. So start by assigning your players character sheets, putting them as beings of apparent student age in the student population, filling out a sort of student social niche, and take it from there. Now, as I say, the important thing is to really make it integrated in your particular university. Mine was at Oxford, and so I decided to start at Oxford there's periodically complaints coming out that we have too many Chinese students or things of that nature. So I started it with a prince who was very angry about the number of Kuei Jin, the Eastern kindred, who were in his town, and forbid consorting with them at any point. Then the coterie, they weren't really a coterie at that point, were tricked into delivering a suitcase of money to a Kuei Jin. They were found out, they were denounced, people started running after them, and they were forced to flee into the dawn and find a place to sleep in a nearby bookstore, which started it off quite nicely. And then from then on, what I would do was bring in stereotypes of student lives, like kebab vans, pizza deliveries, parties at which everyone was trying to pretend to be, say, sexually experienced. I made the Ventru only able to feed from virgins, which I felt would be the perfect touch to inject into a student party. And then when the characters could play with these stereotypes or interact with each other well, I would let them. Whenever the action started to slow, I'd twist it a little bit, twist the metaplot, have them being chased a bit more by people after them for their Kuei Jin affiliations. And all in all, it went quite well. It ended badly for some of them, because they came up with the brilliant idea of going to the Prince of Oxford, which I put as C.S. Lewis, and saying, no, we have absolutely nothing to do with the Kuei Jin. As a proof, we have a witness here. Listen to this Kuei Jin who will confirm we have nothing to do with him. Oh, and by the way, one of us committed diablerie, but don't really worry about that. That's not unimportant. And anyway, it ended badly. Some of the others managed to escape. But the point is that this you can sandbox a lot. You already know, well, most people already know the stereotypes of students' life, and you can really play with them. And it works as very well as a short adventure. for beginning characters. If you can pull it off, have the characters, it was just a little twist I had, have the characters discover role players playing them at some point, sort of get very self-referential if you want to add that touch. But as I say, the main thing is use everything in your own university, adapted to it, current affairs, all the stereotypes, and all the buildings, the locations. In a lot of adventures you will only have a very vague plan, but now you'll have a very precise plan of physical layout, because it'll be the actual physical layout that you're using. If you can fit it into famous university buildings, all the better, and all the more atmospheric. And if some of your princes or other important characters are dead figures from the university's past, all the better. Anyway, that's my suggested template adventure for Vampire the Masquerade. For a first adventure for those starting in role-playing at university. And for others as well, of course. Hope it's of use, and thank you for listening.